Alright, I tore the car up trying to find it, and I found nothing. So, conclusion is we have to clean the car this week. Like, super duper 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 clean the car, vacuum, all that good stuff. Which, frankly, I'm dreading, and I just don't really know when I'm going to have time to do so. I have the thing set up so I can drive and be hands-free, and I also can simultaneously see out the back still in my mirror, so we're good. We're good. I did manage to take a few photographs for my OnlyFans. I do have some other things in mind, especially for the 99 account. Is this messing up? Is this falling? Can't tell. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. And I have a giant to-do list, you guys. And I definitely need to get some things done. However, like, number one is definitely cleanliness. I'm not a Virgo, and I don't think I have any Virgo in my chart at all, which I would love to do some more homework on and actually know myself a little bit better, so I definitely have to write that stuff down. I have a lot of homework to do, and it's not just college stuff, you know? Like, I really have to get my shit together, you could say. Hi. My eyes are up here. I'm telling you, I think it's slipping. I don't know, I have to practice, but I'm driving. I don't want to buy a new parking pass. You should send a $100 tribute right now, because I said so. You guys, I also noticed this thing on my eye. It's like a pigment change, a little circle, and it's not makeup. I don't know what that means. Am I good to go? Can I go? I'm going. Let's go! Yeah. Yep. Oh my god, you guys know what else? I really would love to go to the gathering. I really would. However, you could say I don't deserve it. I haven't been putting in the training hours at wrestling school, you know? That doesn't stop me from wanting to go. And school. I would miss school. So, that's like a big decision, right? I mean, frankly, I think I could do it. But that's really naughty, right? I would want to get a head start in my classes. You know, like go ahead and start reading the books and doing all the assignments. There's also this thing going on in my personal life, you could say, right? It's like, are we supposed to, or am I, right? Do I leave behind my juggalo ways and my inner punk rock girl, you know? This thing is annoying. Right? Do we forget where we came from, kind of thing? Do we cut away our cords of like I'll be fruitful, right? Like growing up in you know, say ghetto or ghetto freak show, whatever. Like, do we look ahead and never look back from where we came? Like, do I just eventually cut away the juggalo in me and the punk girl with the mohawk? Do I eventually let that go? And part of me, maybe it's my ego, it screams never forget where you came from, you know what I'm saying? There's a huge part of me that has that part instilled in me as well, because, you know, sometimes I like to think that I've been through so much because I wouldn't be able to help you as much if I didn't literally understand where you're coming from in your struggle. You know, like, how can I resonate with poor people if I hadn't been poor myself, kind of thing. Or like, woo, what's this guy doing? I don't know. So that's kind of going on. Some people tell me to say FICP, you know, and F all that stuff. Forget wrestling, I'm just gonna hurt my body, and blah blah blah. Sometimes being in the public eye, or just like having so many followers, or just like so many people with their own agendas, like there's constantly people that are like basically telling me what to do, or telling me how to live my life, or telling me I should go to school, or I should do this, or I should do that. And just amongst all of the noise, sometimes it's really hard to find your own inner voice and to find what you want, you know, like, what do I really want, you know? And a lot of times when we like focus on that, a lot of times we look at like what other people want. Like, for example, a lot of people think that they want to be famous, or they want to be an actress, or they want to be wrestler, right? It's hard, all that. And then like the ego gets in there too, like let's make an example, right? Like wrestling. Like, part of it is ego attached for me. Like, it's just like, I feel like sometimes like I gotta prove somebody, or I gotta prove to myself that I can do this, like no matter what hits me or whatever, that I can make it, or some kind of like attachment like that. Yet at the same time, like, the whole equal energetic exchange thing, you know, like, am I going to get back as much as I put in? And I already feel like I've put in a lot. However, I know that I've put in nothing compared to like some of my, you could say, competitors, or even my community, you know, the people that are in it with me. Like if I compare myself to Chasen, like, think how much Chasen's put in. You know, Chasen is so dedicated and just so passionate about what he does. Like, there's no questioning that he wanted to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knew. So for me, I'm trying to find my thing that I just know. You know, like, again, amongst the noise and the ego, it's really hard to figure out what really matters to me and what I'm really going to enjoy. Something that's really important to me right now is definitely Washington State, you guys. This guy just went, what's up? Check me out. Check me out. Yeah. So I'm thinking about, frankly, I was thinking about moving to Washington. And then what I'm lining up is perhaps a visit to Seattle itself, because so far I've only enjoyed the airport twice, which both times I really, really, really love the airport. I love the energy there. There's something just so nice about Washington. I don't know what it is, but I really, really like it. I'd love to find out more about the ley lines and the meridians. You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. I want to find out more about the mood. Yeah, seriously though, the energy there was phenomenal. And like, you could almost call it like an anarchist place, because a lot of places was like only cash, which to me, I thought that was really cool. It's a big way of like effing the system, you know, kind of like all about that. I'm being really pushed to just, like, you could say, close my eyes, seek within, find my own inner voice, and most of all, just go with it. Like, instead of having any attachments that I can't do this, or I can't do that, I won't do this, whatever, or that I'll never have this, blah, blah, blah. Like, instead of creating these false limitations on myself, I'm allowing myself to go into a space where I figure out that if money's not a problem, or if there literally is no limitations, like, what does the heart truly desire? Like, if I didn't have to have a job, what would I do? And I immediately go to helping people. That's kind of like a thing for me. I used to actually fantasize about being, like, I guess it's called a missionary. Like, you know, where I just go to other countries and I like help people, and I kind of like help people find a sense of spirituality, or I like the idea of giving people a meaning to life other than the material world of like stuff, you know, which is funny because it's something that I go through on myself, because like one of my attachments to the material is like this constant belief system that I have ingrained in myself, where it's like I need to get married. I need to get married and settle down. I have that ingrained in me. Call it the cheesy romantic Disney movies. However, I really, really, really would enjoy to have someone in my life who is like insanely devotional. Basically like where they would walk 5 hours to meet with me just to see me, kind of thing, you know? Like maybe that's cheesy and maybe that's selfish or whatever. But I have this fantasy of this unconditional love and something that just lasts. You guys, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna see if my parking pass will work. However, there's a huge chance I'm gonna have to pay. But sometimes it works, you know, without having to renew, but it might be time to renew. So we'll find out. Let's find out. Here we go. Hello. You too. Yeah. Okay, don't hit me. Yo, it just worked. So it's only supposed to last till the end of the month, but like sometimes I get lucky and it surpasses that. And it's not like if I bought it on the 19th that it ends on the 19th. They don't do that here, which blows, but at the same time it's okay. Oh, it's just nice. Like, it'd just be really, 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 really nice to find my credit card before I have to pay that again, you know? And I wish that I like left it at the Apple store, or just like, you know, something like that. But no. I feel like I put it somewhere and I just don't remember. And my room is just so messy right now, like there's just no way I'm gonna find it. Which kind of sucks. I also need time to actually clean. Cleaning is huge for me. Like, I need clean, sacred space. And since my room is so tiny, like, it's just, it gets dirty really fast. Part of me also, like, you guys, I'm torn about moving a lot too. Because, like, I may have mentioned this before, but my roommate Dennis, he did a lot for me. Like, even though like he hits on me and he's like 60 and like literally creates openings to try to hit it, basically, which I hate, and he thinks it's funny, but I don't think so funny. And like, I know he's not really joking. He thinks it's like, you know, when people are joking, it's only funny because it's true, right? Like you gotta know that. So aside from that, you know, he has done some good stuff. You know, like a lot of times he'll supply food, which is helpful, you know, for a college kid like me, you know. Ah, what are you doing? Should I reverse? No? Okay. So he did that. He is like one of the hugest reasons why I have a driver's license right now, you guys. I've had so many boyfriends, and I feel like none of the boyfriends really helped me get my license because they enjoyed me being codependent on them, where they had to drive me and stuff like that. And then like the museum, they helped me get my permit, right? So that was cool. However, Dennis is why I have my driver's license. Like, Dennis let me drive his truck, and he would be like almost like a father figure in some aspects, because he would push me, you know? He would like make me drive. And he really pushed my comfort zone, and that's kind of why I did that. And because of him, I actually got my first car, because he got me a job at this office he was running. And the guy that was running the place basically knew this buddy, Vladimir, which I love his name, and he was a hot guy. Vladimir sold me this car. And now it's kind of like my psychopathic juggalo vehicle. Speaking of which, I totally want a custom license plate. So if you want to do something nice for me, you could also send a tribute of $150 and say, go get it. If you say that, then I'll know that that's for my custom plate, because I've been very hesitant about doing that. It helps, you know, if you send tributes to actually say what it's for. This video is getting too long. I love you. I'll be right back.